I feel so bright, I feel so gifted, I feel so high, I feel so lifted. By my side is where you're sitting, in my life is where you fit in, yeah.
Hey guys, welcome in this new video. I hope that all of you are doing great. In today's video, I want to talk about how to achieve anything faster. So let's actually get right into it. Make sure as well that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel and leave a like under this video if you like the type of mindset video that I do. I think that those are some of the most valuable content that I can bring you guys. So yeah, just let me know if you would like to see more of them. So in this video, I want to talk about, as I said, how to achieve anything that you want faster, how to speed up the process, all right? So if we do the math, well, anybody that has an income will eventually be a millionaire, right? Even if you just make like $100 every year, well, if you would live, thousands of years, you would eventually become a millionaire, right? So people, even people who have a job, let's say you work for, a very small salary, or you have a regular job, 9 to 5, like most people, well, if you do the math, if you are able to save at least a small part of that income, year after year and just make it grow, eventually you will become a millionaire, right? Now, the problem is that we don't live forever, right? Our lives are pretty short. I mean, I think the average age of death is around 80, 85, somewhere around there. So, we don't live forever, right? And if you understand that, well, you understand as well that you need to speed up a little bit the process of being wealthy, and you need to speed it a lot, right? And that's what a lot of people realize, because we see so many, and you probably seen that as well, like so many people who are like, 60, 70, and they're driving their, little Ferrari, and they're so happy, right? And that's amazing, like, congrats to them, but like, do you really want to wait until you are 60 or 70 to have a nice car, right? If you love cars, for example, or if you love watches, do you really want to wait until you're old to finally have a nice watch, right? That's not as cool as having those things when you're young, of course, right? It's the same thing for anything. Do you want to wait to have a lot of freedom when you're 60 or 70, or do you want to have a lot of freedom in your 20s, in your 30s, right? Which one is better? Well, of course, it's when you're younger, right? Because you actually have the time to enjoy it, you actually have the energy to enjoy it, and it just makes life much more interesting. So to me, the whole goal with anything, making money, being healthy, and anything, as I said, is just to speed up the process. Now, at the same time, just a quick little addition here that I want to make. When we say speed up the process, it's important as well to understand patience, right? And to be extremely patient along the way. So it's basically pulling from opposite direction, and that is what makes a interesting balance. So on the big picture, on the long term, of course you need to be patient, but on a day-to-day basis, you need to be extremely productive. You need to be fast and get things done to eventually get there, right? So that's the balance that is really important to keep. But if we continue with the subject that I was talking about, how to learn anything faster, now that we understand the importance of that and how short our time is, which is the reason why you need to learn things faster, how to do it? Well, the answer is pretty simple. It comes through learning from other people's mistake and not making those mistakes yourself, right? One of the worst tip I've ever heard someone saying is that you need to fail to become successful, right? You need to go through failure. You need to blow accounts in trading. You need to lose money to eventually become successful. That is such bullshit. That's the worst thing someone could ever tell you. You don't need to fail to become successful, right? Think about it. Why would you need to fail? It doesn't make any sense. What you have to do is learn from other people's mistake, right? Learn from other people's failure so you don't repeat them. Once again, guys, the goal is to be fast. The goal is to speed up the process and to eventually, reach your goals. So why would you want to take, months or even years failing, testing different things, not sure where you're going, blah, 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 to eventually become successful? That doesn't make any sense, right? If you are losing constantly money on the market, the only thing you're learning to do is losing money, right? You're not learning how to become successful. I've never blown any account in trading, never. I've never lost any money trading. Well, of course, I lost trades, but those losses were profit that I made before. So I never lost any money trading. Why is that? Why have I been able to do this? Well, it's because I've learned from the right people from the beginning, right? I've had great mentors that taught me and that showed me the right path directly. I didn't need to fail, right? Like my goal was not, oh, let's try different things and let's fail and learn, right? Like, you know, the code that everyone says, right? Like learn from your mistakes. Yeah, okay, that's good. If you make mistakes, of course you want to learn from them, right? But the goal is not to make a mistake, right? The goal is to learn from other people's mistakes so you don't have to make those mistakes, right? Like that's so common sense to me, that's so logical, but I don't know why society is telling us otherwise. And so that's the reason why I'm making this video, because I want you guys to understand that you don't need to fail. Don't try to fail. That's idiot, right? Why would you try to fail, or why would you want to fail? Come on, right? Like think about it. If you want to succeed, well, try to reach success as fast as possible, right? So how to do this? Well, you find yourself a mentor, you learn from the right people, you put in the work, you are patient. But the number one thing that you have to do is learn from the right people, right? Because I see so many people, you know, they spend months or even years trying to do something or trying to learn something, but the information in itself that they are getting is not even good. It's not even valuable. So the person is not aware of that, but he's just wasting his time, right? So I'll give you a very clear and simple example. If you want to learn how to drive a car, right? But you don't realize it, but you are actually learning how to drive a boat. You will never be able to drive a car because you are learning how to drive a boat, right? So same thing in trading. If you want to be profitable, but you don't know that you're learning the wrong information, you will never be profitable. It's really that simple, right? So the quality of the information that you get at the beginning is really what matters, because that will change all the outcome after that. If you have a good foundation, you will be able to achieve great success if you have, of course, the other components of success, such as hard work, patience, dedication, all these things. But if you don't learn from the right people, if you don't have access to the right information at the beginning, there's nothing you can do about it, right? Even if you work hard, even if you're patient, you will just go more in the wrong direction, you understand? So it's really, really, really important that if you want to achieve anything faster in your life, start by learning whatever you want to achieve correctly. Start by studying the subject, start by learning from the greatest in your industry, and do what they did, right? And learn from their mistakes so you don't have to repeat those mistakes. That's how you can speed up the process, because remember what I said at the beginning, everyone will eventually be a millionaire, but the problem is that you don't live forever, right? So, you know, at best what you would like to do is be successful in, you know, relatively early in your life, so you have a lot of time to enjoy your success, right? You don't want to become successful and die, you know, 2 years later because you're old, right? Like that's not that fun, right? It doesn't sound really exciting. What sounds much more exciting is being successful when you're young. So you have all your life to enjoy your success, and you just be happy and enjoy the fruit of your labor, right? And so how to do that? Well, it comes back to what I said, you know, learning from the right people, and then you put in the work. But it has to start from the right information. It's crucial. Believe me, guys, like if you don't learn from the right people, it doesn't matter what you do after that. You will not be successful. It's really that simple, you know, because hard work alone will never get you anywhere, right? Like just look in India, for example, right? Or in any country that is not like very rich. People are working super hard. People are really, really hard worker, you know, they put in 15 hours a day, every fucking day, and they make, you know, $20 per month, right? So hard work in itself is not what will make you successful. Of course, it's part of the equation, but it's not the only thing that matters, right? You need to do smart work, and smart work means that you need to focus on the right thing. You need to speed up the process, be as productive as possible, and do what is the most important thing. And the whole key to do that is to simply learn from the right people. If I didn't have my mentors, right, myself, you know, I would never be where I am today. I will never understand these markets the way that I do if I didn't have those mentors that show me the way, right? So when you learn from other people, well, it just helps you pick up everything faster and just make you more successful at the end. So that's basically what I wanted to talk about in today's video. This is such an important tip, I feel like, and a lot of people forget it, and you can see that by looking at their action. You know, a lot of people, they have their ego in place and they want to try to learn everything by themselves, you know. It's not impossible, but you are going against the probabilities, right? Like, what's more probable, that you become successful by learning everything yourself or by learning from other people failures and successes, right? Well, of course it's learning from other people. So the goal is always to maximize the probabilities to simply reach your goals faster. All right, so if you like this video, please leave it a like. I would truly appreciate it, and you can also share the video. That would mean a lot to me. So on that, take care, trade with care, manage money well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.